welcome Murimi.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. I won't make it out alive. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was actually Thanksgiving week. It was a Tuesday. I had a doctor's appointment. I wasn't that excited. Went to the doctor. I had a chalazion in my eye. I had to get it taken out. If you don't know what a chalazion is, it's just the bigger version of a sty. So I got to the doctor. They did what they had to do. Drained my eye. I was excited because I knew going back to school that the honeys weren't going to look at me like I was crazy anymore, right? So I was excited about that. I got to the car. It was not that hot, not that cold, so it was warm. And my eye was killing me. So I thought about it. I said, man, I can't drive home like this. So I called my friend. I said, hey, you guys are going to have to come get me. They said, you're too far. I said, hey, can we be halfway? One of you guys are going to have to drive my car. So I met them halfway. One of them jumped in my car, and they drove me home. And I said, hold on, my eye hurts a little too much. I might need some medicine. I don't know what kind of medicine you think I needed, but this is the kind of medicine that I need. Because back then, I was crazy. I was that guy that needed to smoke weed to get rid of my pain. So I told my friend, hey, we need to call the guy who has the weed. So I went, we got the weed, I smoked the weed. I said, hey, take me home. Got home, first thing I did was go upstairs. Check on my dad. My dad was laying on the bed. I said, hey, are you okay? He looked fine to me, but he didn't say nothing. So I was like, something's wrong. So I said, hey, are you all right? You need anything? He didn't say anything. He just looked directly at me like I wasn't even there. Then I looked on the side. He had his food there. He had a slice of bread there. So I said, he must be okay. He just needs a little time. I needed to take a nap. So the next thing I did was I went downstairs, took a nap. Then all of a sudden, my brother wakes me up. Get up. I'm like, what's wrong? Everybody's running upstairs. We run into the room. My dad is having a seizure. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Everything was just all right now. This, so I started panicking because my dad was going through lung cancer. He had lung cancer. So I started panicking. And we called an ambulance. Ambulance gets there. And I'm just going crazy. I'm crying. I don't know how to act. So then we're on our way to the hospital. Call my mom. I said, hey, mom, you got to get to the hospital like right now. You got to stop everything that you're doing. I know you're at work, but you got to get there now. So we get there, and we're at the waiting room. And I'm like, this is like a movie. The only place I've ever seen this in is a movie. But I wasn't really panicking when I was at the hospital because I thought everything was going to be all right. And then the doctor came in and he said, he's gone. But it still didn't hit me. I was still sitting there like everything was all right because that was my dad. I don't know about you guys, but the real superhero in my life was my dad. And I never thought that my dad would ever die or anybody in my family. I thought that death was something that would happen to that family or that family. But when it happened to my family, I didn't know how to react. So then at the funeral, that's when it hit me. I was like, we're all really going to die one day, right? So I got back to school, and I still didn't know how to express my emotions. I was still confused. So guess what I started doing? Drinking a little more. It didn't care if it was a Monday or a Sunday. I was still drinking like it was Friday. I was smoking like crazy. And now my life was just crazy. Until one day. It was a summer day. I was working. And then I went home and I so happened to watch the video that changed my life. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about it, The Secret. So I watched The Secret and I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. I can create whatever I want to create. So that day, my life changed. But the thing that really changed my life was knowing that I was going to die. It went from a bad thing to a good thing now. So I started utilizing death instead of letting it, instead of letting it hold me back. You know, what is fear? False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. So I read a quote by Steve Jobs, and he said, knowing that I'm going to die is the best way I know of letting the fact go that I have anything to lose. So death became a part of my life. So every day I wake up, here's what I do. I know I'm going to die, so I'm going to appreciate today. I'm going to be happy that I have another day. I'm going to appreciate this moment. I'm going to be excited about what I'm going to do today. So I started dreaming a little bigger because I kind of realized that I was going to die anyway. Why not dream bigger? I'm going to die anyway. Let me dream a little bigger. Started putting together a vision board. Got some exciting things on my vision board. Since my dreams in the past of going to the NBA didn't work out, I'm kind of hoping that these dreams will. But I'm living with a sense of urgency now. I'm more excited about life. It's like a rush. It's an excitement to live life like I did in the past. I cut off all my friends. You're negative, I don't need you around me. Because Jim Rohn says that you're the average of the 5 people that you're around. So I started hanging around more positive people, better people, because I don't have any time to waste. We're not going to be here that long. And guess what? My mom is my only one left, right? So I have to do something for my mom. And me, I'm not from America. So I live with a sense of urgency knowing that the people back from where I'm from, if they had the same opportunity that I have, they would take advantage of it and they wouldn't waste a day. So I can't waste a day with this guy, or I can't waste a day with that guy. And the liberation of death has been the best gift that I could ever have. And I truly believe that it was God giving me the perception of this. You can either live your life in fear of it, or you can let that liberate you. Because here's the thing, the reason why I joined Toastmasters is because I don't like public speaking. But the reason why I did them so fast is because I'm living life with a sense of urgency. And I don't have any time to waste being afraid to come up here and speak to you guys, who most of you guys won't even be in my funeral. So why should I be afraid of what you think about me being up here? That's the liberation of death. Fear of death is, I'm not going to go up there because I might pass out. I don't know what they're going to think about me. But since death liberated me, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it a little faster. And now, since this is my 10th speech, and I know some of you guys want to come up here and speak as well, think about it this way. You're going to die anyway. Why not just come up here and do it? Because when you die, you don't want your dreams to die with you. I want to give something back to the world. When I die, I want somebody to say, hey, he did this. I don't want people to forget about me. I don't want people to come to my funeral one time, and then in 5 years, my name is no longer relevant. I want to do something that's going to change people's lives. I want to impact more people's lives than I have. So that being said, we won't make it out alive. So we might as well embrace today. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.